I have 3 boys, and Colton is 17, Caden is 16, and Caleb is 11. And Caleb and Colton decided to get baptized, and that was probably about 7 months before my son Colton, who's 17, took his own life. Suddenly one day, our whole world had changed. It was as if a nuclear bomb was set off in our house. Nothing will ever really be the same from this day on. Suicide has been really high in our community. And what I began to realize as I started to do some research was that not a lot of people wanted to talk about it. Probably about 2 weeks afterwards, which actually the initial shock doesn't even hit you till like I think a month later. And God started putting some things on my heart. God put on my heart that I might need to have an event. And I didn't know where, I didn't know why. I've never done anything like this before. And I didn't know how I was going to do this and what was going to happen. So in the middle of the night one night, God started talking to me, and He told me to go to the youth center, in the Petrolia Valley Youth Center. I didn't even know where the youth center was. And I knew it was going to be a teen outreach of some sort. I went to the youth center and I walked around it for 2 or 3 days, and I just started to pray. And I've never planned an event like this, so of course when I went before boards, and spoke to them about what it is I wanted to do, trying to find support, it wasn't always, happy. And matter of fact, one man said at a board meeting, "Little girl, you can't do this. You can't plan this thing. You don't even have a budget." And I said, "You know what? You're right. I can't do it, but He can. He can do it." And He has all along the way. I didn't always know the next step. And I had people asking me what the next step was. Sometimes I didn't know, because He didn't tell me yet. And it was about me putting my trust and my faith fully on Him, not even knowing what my next step might be. But I can't sit back down. I cannot sit back down. I have to listen to what God is leading me to do, and I have to do His will. Save a Life is an event that is happening this fall on September the 11th at Petroleum Valley Youth Center. And what will take place is there will be a bunch of bands there. There will be Bob Holmes there. He's a one-man volleyball team. He's an evangelist who travels around the world. And we have a few guest speakers there, and we will be delivering the message to the kids that Jesus Christ is the hope. I think 4 months ago when this very first happened, I had a lot of mixed feelings. God came to you and He asked you that, He told you that, you were going to be able to help people build relationships. You were going to help people maybe even give them life, lead them to salvation. But you have to give your son up. In order to do these things, I would have to say no. I couldn't do it. But one of the things that I realized in that was that we are so blessed because God chose to do that with His only Son.